Good morning, Buffy. Okay, my webcam is screwed up. We're off to a glowing start. There we go. Chat's there. Spotify's there. One of the good things is good morning, Ryan Winchester. I need to blur my screen quick, and I got a ask from the client to recreate, or maybe not directly recreate, but to get a dashboard that matches this information, or at least some of this information. So we're gonna try to do that. I just gotta blur some information. All right. I think that's good there. And we'll use that as our... Why is Warren buffering on my screen? Peak. This is where music peaked. I don't know why it's marking you as a ban evader. Yeah, honestly, this is where music peaked. All right, I think we are good. All right, so the screen we need to reproduce is basically this hodgepodge of a Power BI dashboard, and we need to make it pretty. We have all the data now to get this. What's going to end up happening is this, god damn it, Arc, is this screen, or this data is going to be where this is. And we're going to move the onboarding like approval process to probably like another slash. I don't know how we're going to do that yet, but this tab's going to go away. This will stay, but this stuff is going to get consolidated into, I mean, this is hideous, but we're going to break this down and make it pretty. And this is going to be like the main client view of, or the main view for a client. We want to be able to look at analysis, and we want to be able to look at opportunities with this data, which we now all have and we can query, which is nice. So we just got to throw the components together. The main branch of Kickstart Nix does not contain the path config? Yeah, it does. Kickstart/config, main.
Functions describe the world.
Yeah, it's there, even unauthenticated. Thank you for the follow. Nothing really changes direct covers. Facts. All right. So I don't even know where to start on this screen. I'm about to move this, what we're looking at, to like a slash approval. Or maybe we just start. Man, all right. So we know we have a bunch of this data already, right? Like we have the data for the 10-3 run ratio, and we have that there. We have the income capture already being calculated. And we have the important data points. So the things that I was asked to like make front and center. Let me check my messages again. What am I doing? Messages. Sneaking in what my friend called dad rock. It is dad rock, dude. I'm sorry, but it is dad rock. Okay. So let's copy this and let's go over to V0 and we're going to go to our existing project or chat. What is it under R10? Oh god, that's hideous. Actually, we're just gonna start new. I should really take advantage of the fact that we can have real projects here. I don't need any of these anymore. They're all... I don't know what this is. Just get rid of all of this. We're gonna create a new project. All right. We're gonna call this R10. Create that. And can I give this thing sources? I thought I could, maybe I can't. All right, so we're gonna say attached is an image of... Can I not give this? I could have swore I could give this like sources and stuff. All right, we'll just grab look at Ryan Winchester and we'll just grab this, copy image, delete over here, delete that out. We are creating an application called R10. Called application called R10 that is a platform for financial advisor coaching. We have an existing code base, style and theme, which is provided here along with a screenshot of one of the screens. Following this chat, this message, we will work together to create new components, UI and code, utilizing the theme. And then we'll grab the CSS. Here is our app.css from Tailwind. Here is our Tailwind config. Remember to always use these styles and theme. All of these projects are stuff you're sending me going, we could do this and never mention it again. Okay, I'm sorry. Things are rolling now. I was one person until 2 weeks ago. We're cooking now. We're cooking. Speaking of ages, your birthday is coming up. Yeah, my birthday is in 2 days. Is the streamer cooking as the young kids say? You know, it always keeps the fresh content, just like art. Gotta be Jesus Christ. All right, now we're gonna take this bad boy. We're actually gonna snip this and this is a very ugly Power BI dashboard that is currently being used. We want to create a page/screen/components to display the same data. Oh my God. Do we think this thing actually uses our theme? It's got a configured tailwind. I mean, it's actually doing pretty good at parsing that image. Got husband duties. See, Ethan. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that came out much better than I expected. Don't you be on the sales team for V0? I'm not gonna lie, that did pretty freaking good at spitting out what's on that. I did not, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect it to be that good. It's not perfect, but it's a good starting point. Because we have all of this data for the most part. I don't know how this data is decided. I don't even know how V0 created this image. It might have just copied that. All right. I'm gonna take a screenshot of our app again and be like, let's make it look more like, do this. Copy that. Copy image there. And we'll go back over here. We'll do that. And then we'll grab a screenshot from the advisor view too, which is going to be, I forget what these emails are. We should probably just grab this guy, which is Ryan Winchester. Grab that, copy. Come over here, put in Ryan Winchester's email. Promoting V0, getting the job done, check, not being fired. It's true. I did not get fired yesterday, guys. It was just Okta. Okta being a pain in the ass. Foobar, foobar. Ryan can pay $10,000 a year. We'll pay by card. 4242 4242 4242 4242 4229 424 42442. Subscribe. There we go. Beautiful. We'll grab this screen. All right, we'll grab those, go to V0. This is a great start, comma, but let's make it look more like the two screens attached. Best I can do is 6999. Not being able to 424242, yeah. You're totally true or right, Texo. It's I'm gonna have to correct this in a second. Nailed it. Do not recreate these pages. Just use them as inspiration and guidance for applying our theme and styles to Did I just lose my input box? That's so annoying. Do not recreate these screens. Instead, use them for inspiration on how to update the styles of our ported Power BI dashboard page and components. Report v0. I haven't looked at the full new archetype release. I should though. Tech support, what do you think of effect schema? I feel like I can't be productive with effect schema. Like I just can't figure it out. I can't do the things I can do in like 5 seconds with Zod. And I just don't have the time to sit down and just like really dive in, so I just end up defaulting back to Zod or maybe in the future archetype. Like, do you have a lot of schema in your code bases? Yeah, I understand that it's like closer to like something like Serde from Rust's ecosystem, right? But like, man, I just cannot, I can't hit my stride and feel productive with it, and like I don't know what I'm missing. Because like 9 times out of 10, I don't need the encoding side of it. I just need to go from JSON to a type. Because a lot of times I'm getting data from a third party API, and then validating it and transforming it to a different type. And like Zod's super good at that and super easy, and like I am just struggling with schema. No, I'd say schema's probably unlike anything. It's like, I don't know, is Ecto like Serde in Rust, Ryan? Or the Serde that Leandra was working on? The scroll on this page feels really bad. I don't know what's going on here, but it does not feel good. I do really like archetype though. Do you have can you link me is that open source tech support? Can you link me to that? Like I would just love to read your code using schema. Like I have a small branch where I have Zod wrapped to return effects and parse errors because I've found it that hard to work with schema.
Functions describe the world.
Retry. Garbage. No, stop. 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 Please optimize the theme and styles to reflect the provided screenshots and Tailwind CSS/config. Please use principles from refactoring UI from the book. I found this is a good cheat code, the book Refactoring UI, to redesign the Power BI dashboard for our app. Start over completely. To learn Route 53 lets you place a CNAME at the apex. Wait. Putting a CNAME at the apex, was that just like you're just redirecting? That's like a, was that just like a fake apex then? Like a fake domain? It's, you just redirect to another domain at the root? Dude, I love the Lonely Island. I could probably sing almost every Lonely Island song off the top of my head. This is my favorite thing in the docs, I think. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna tweak that. Let's see how we can get it here. Give our good friend David some. Bro, this thing is dog water. All right, we're gonna do it on our own. YOLO. Dude, my scrolling feels buggy as fuck. I'm gonna close Arc. I don't know if it's Arc or what's going on. I'm just gonna kill everything except for OBS, although it's probably OBS. Quit that, quit that, quit that. Quit Slack. Open Arc. All right, let me catch up here. V0 is generally pretty good. I might try Zen. Does Zen have profiles like this? That's the big feature that I truly, truly love is profiles, and I also really like mini arcs. Mini arcs I use all the time. Zen has profiles? Okay. What are the things about Zen that doesn't feel good right now? Like, what am I going to be missing from going from Arc to Zen? Thank you for the follow, Kitty, by the way. I missed some follows. Is it dog? I forgot it's Mother's Day. Think of C names like forwarding and DNS. So yes, you would not use them at Apex, especially since we want to use other records there. Yeah, couldn't you get into like couldn't putting a C name at the root like cause like infinite recursion loops? Like if you C name the root two roots at each other, like I feel like I mean obviously like there's recursion limits and resolvers, but like DNS pairs should never allow it, and its state in the end should be following. If you're gonna force customers to use C names, you can use alias that does the lookup of the DNS provider. Yeah. You came out as a baby. No, that shit is crazy. Each other's moms. Every Mother's Day needs a mother's night. Until there's native ad block, I'm sticking to Brave. So Zen can't block ads. All right, how do we want to break this data down? Because we can add sources. See, I freaking knew it. You can be my honor to be your new stepfather. the brother. Mother's Day needs a Mother's Night. I want you. It's just both with the teeth of life. I want that. I want to give it our that was really hard to find. Are either of the browsers available and good on iOS? Nah, I just use Safari on iOS. You didn't like the song? We want to do Finders so bad. Give it that. We'll give it... what else does this thing have that would be useful context? Probably back and front, right? In here, not that. We want to go to lib. We want to go to... We'll just add that. We'll add that and utils. Can I not... What the F? I haven't gone this deep on V0 yet. I haven't tried setting up a project properly, so this is kind of the first we're doing it here. Let's just start giving it... It can probably get a bunch of context from hooks.server. Oh, I love this song. This is the song that's... The back half of this song is so good. I can't even move this window. I hate Finder. What... This is the worst experience of all time. I probably could have just dropped a zip in here and it would have been much better, huh? What are some good screens that we could drop in here that have our styles? Like payment, like that's pretty good. And like here, I just can't go up. Like, I fucking hate this app. Just start adding as much context as we can here. This is my personal... I got this laptop when I left my old job. My last startup went under and we got to keep our laptop. So this is the M1 Max with 64 gigs RAM. my work is, I have 32 gigs, I think. M2 32 gig. This part scratches my brain so good. All right. This project, R10, is a platform for financial advisor coaching. It uses Svelte 5, though you may generate designs using React 19 and Next.js 15. Designs, code, designs and code using React and you will assist in generating new UI, code, and components. It uses Svelte 5, Tailwind, and Svelte Shad CN. And Svelte Shad CN. Yeah. You will always use the existing, use the style and themes from our tailwind.config.ts and app.css files. You will take inspiration for new designs and designs, code, and UI from our existing code and sources. You may generate new code, new designs, code, components, and UI. You will, using React 19 and Next 15, and I will translate it to Svelte 5. Shad, CN, and Tailwind using our theme. But applying our theme. All right. I'm curious to see how this goes. So let's actually take, now that it has all that context, let's open this again. And let's say we want to, I'm going to give it a smaller bit of information, like this right here. And we'll say, please, we can delete this, right? This is an old bad chat. Please create this is some data from a Power BI report. Let's create components to use in our app. Yeah, I guess you got whatever was in the cupboard, Unders. Yeah, V0 does slightly different things. V0 is really good for prototyping. V0 is better for prototyping and for me, like exploring design ideas, because like I don't have let's utilize more of let's utilize our Atlantis and dark brand colors. We should probably figure out how to query some of this data. I went to Carhartt a few weeks ago and they played
the gospel of the camel.
Each other, felt a little
I
pity.
speak the gospel of the dunes. The sand is in my veins. Come ride a camel with me today.
Functions describe the world.
Wait, who just subbed? I didn't even get a notification for that.
Functions describe the world.
All right, Anders, I made you a mod.
Describe
See if that
the world.
removed your possible ban. This did not work at all.
Functions describe the world.
The screen is basically just white. Completely
Functions
restart
describe the world.
and make sure to copy our Tailwind styles one for one from our sources before you do anything else. Do better, be better, no yapping, no excuses. Sometimes you just gotta, now I can fight Ryan. I'm glad you're recognizing who Ryan is as a person. A pesky Canadian with an absurd poutine routine. Dude, what is happening? Why is my sound popping off like crazy right now? We're just gonna turn that layer off in OBS. It's like going buck wild. You don't hear like functions describe the world over and over again? What? It was just like, it was looping over and over again of going, functions describe the world. And then it would be Leandro doing his Dune thing. All right. All right, hold on. I need to give this thing more context. I want to go back to our project and view project. I want to go over here and I want to add instructions. Atlantis is our primary theme color. Treat it and use it as such. Use design principles from the book Refactoring UI when creating new designs and components. All right. Now that we have copied the design one for one, let's optimize it to make it more useful, modern, and good looking. Don't disappoint me. You guys do hear my music playing, right? Okay, great. The screen is just white. Fix it. Do better. Don't make this mistake a second time ever again. Sometimes you just gotta yell at AI, you know? That seems a little sus, doesn't it? What happens if I kill that? Don't kill that one? Okay. Bro, this thing is... Alright, we're just gonna grab our theme again. And we're gonna go TMUX A R10. and please use this, please use and apply this theme. It clearly can't handle the responsibility of looking at its sources. It's also possible that the system prompt might not get applied until you're in new sessions or new chats. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here that it doesn't have all the context that I gave it earlier. This is V0. I have a node process that's eating 1.52 gigabytes of RAM. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Bun, you can die. We can just kill all of our node processes. Those are just why is Prettier D running? Prettier D's nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I must have had processes running in other tmux sessions. I don't know. Atlantis is our primary color. And same as -- brand green. Utilize the app.css and CSS variables. And use brand dark as well. Dude, I know, Jade. I don't know why this thing is crawling today. I did upgrade to, what is it, Sequoia? Or, I don't know, Sonoma? No, Sequoia. I updated to Sequoia 2 days ago. So I don't know if... Oh, brother. White screen again. My secret. Let's correct this immediately. That's wild. I don't know tech support if you're still around, but I'm looking at your code right now. I'm disgusted in the best way possible. Alright, do I have like other random ass tabs? I have a bunch of stuff under Vercel, so let's close all that. Got nothing under there. Bro. it is still rendering just a white screen. Ah. Hold on. The console has this message. If I can get this seated with the right context and stuff, like it's gonna be a lot more useful. Please utilize our primary accent color, Atlantis, more. I wonder if it is actually trying to use okay, so Tailwind's not properly configured. Tailwind is not properly configured. Please regenerate our entire app and make sure to configure Tailwind correctly. All right, well that's going. Let's just start laying the foundations for this because we know we're gonna want something like what this is showing us, right? So let's move what we have, which is going to be in here, routes, authenticated, main, coach, client, ID. We're gonna move all of this, I think, possibly. Page SFO. Actually, we should work up, rather than fucking around with the UI, let's query the data first. Recent. Yeah, so we have a bunch of this data. I want to focus on this bit over here. So income per FF. Premium per life, paid for premium kept per month. I think we actually have most of this already queryable. That's what we did earlier this week. So we really just do need That all looks right. I don't think it's applying the Tailwind config. Okay. It still appears that the Tailwind config is not applying correctly. Generate any additional files / build steps necessary for it to work. Using Zen now, it's not bad. Still not working. Oh, it's doing something. Okay, whatever. All right. It's still not working. Rather than using the overrides in our Tailwind theme, please just inline the hex codes for our colors with Tailwind classes. I'll ask the V0 team what's going on with that today and why that's not working. But this will be good enough for now. All right, is there any... I think I might skip this song. Skipping Tillian too. Ooh, Run the Jewels. Let's go. Oh my god, this is the ugliest freaking... Okay. That did work. And I see colors now. But it looks like vomit. Let's restart on applying the theme, since I couldn't see it before. Disregard any input previously. Regenerate this screen. Utilize design principles from refactoring UI. Use the Atlantis hex codes inline along with our brand dark inline. All right, so if we look at our image, I want to group these together in one card. And then we're going to group the 10:3:1 ratio. I think we have a decent 10:3:1 ratio. If we were to go look, run our dev server, fun run dev, and I'm going to log out actually. Our 10:3:1 card's actually pretty good. tim@r10.com. Please use you make it look more like this screenshot. I just want to write code. Like, I think this is pretty good. I think that's pretty good for income captured. Like, I think we can reuse these cards. Right? And then we just need to make something like this for those. And then we'll make a chart like this because we can graph this, right? Like we have the data, premium. We can chart that over time. So we can make a nice chart. I don't know how closes per open is calculated though. Don't copy the screenshot. Just use the colors layout / theme and apply it to your previous design. 1. Background should be white / light colored. 2. A card overlay cards on the background. 3, cards should have headers that use the brand dark color. 4, group related metrics / data in each card. 5 above all else. Use good design principles. We're getting closer. Oh, hell yeah, Anders. That's my shit. You know what? We're gonna get on a Killers. One of my songs, my favorite songs, is Bones by the Killers. I love this song so much. All right, this is getting better. All right. All right, now it kind of knows what it's doing. So I'm gonna be like, let's scrap our current components. Let's turn this into a single card component. I think that question is just getting if statements and functions. Oh no, is CSS already turned complete? Let's not generate five more potential component designs on the same page. Don't mute the Atlantis green accent color. ChatGPT's job was taken by AI. Out of my cage, doing just fine. This song is like the white person's anthem. You play this at a white person's wedding, game over. It's game over. Facts. It's true. It's true.
Functions describe the world.
Okay. Okay, now we're getting places. Now we're getting places. Let's create 5 new designs and use elements from the compact design, the modern with icons, the grid layout, and progress bars. I'm with you, Colin. I don't stop believing either. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Yo, I hope you guys are ready for me to be absolutely insufferable about F1 in about 3 to 4 weeks. Cannot wait for F1 season to be back. I've been in a winter depression waiting for it to get back. I am a McLaren fan, and Oscar is my favorite driver. let's continue iterating. I like the icons and accents from the compact icons design. I like the smaller cards / sections from the grid progress, but I do not like the green background color. I like the progress bars from icon progress. Given this feedback, create 3 high quality new components. Am I even, I'm actually, sorry about the dogs barking, chat. I don't know if you can hear them in the background or if my MacBook's doing a good enough job at drowning that out. Our assessment. I'm realizing I don't think we have the goals being parsed. Because we're gonna want the goals and the benchmarks in this data, because if you look at the report, again, recent, this has like benchmarks and then like goals over time and like these target columns. I don't think I have that data parsed. Yeah, we're not parsing the goals column. Shoot. Okay, let's go write some effect. We're gonna need that. That's important to have. Let's go look at this design one more time. This is getting to a pretty good place. I'm starting to like this a lot more. I'm starting to narrow in on what I want here. So I feel good about the direction the design of that section is going, but we absolutely are missing data. So let's fix that problem. First thing we're going to need to do is sort of database and our performance metric row. We have a goal column already, but we're not parsing that. So let's go to our job processor. I don't know why. I think this weekend or maybe even tonight, I'm going to stop using Nix. I'm going to be honest, chat. I think it's time to move to Symlinks and Stow and I don't know, just brew. Maybe look at package X. I don't know. I'm not super happy. I don't feel like I'm getting a ton of benefit right now from Nix. How would you handle standard operation jobs like nightly reports, month-end reporting? For what I'm building right now, I just have like this job processor that runs in the background. Keep it simple. I like using an effect for background jobs and stuff. Like, in fact, we're just gonna write effect now, right? So our job queue, we come in here, and we have a database table. Many of you already know this. We have this job queue table that our SvelteKit app will post jobs to. And then we have another process running on fly.io right now. We're probably going to move this all to either Coolify on a self-hosted thing or just use AWS and SST. I haven't decided where and how I'm going to deploy yet for prod. But we post jobs to this table, and it will go in and as a type, and it'll have a status as like pending or something. And then our this process right here, it's set up with PG Notify, and it's listening on the job queue channel. So every time a row gets written there, this fires, it gets the row ID. We go query the full row, and we decode the payload, right? The payload is this JSON, and we then do some formatting on that, and we go to handle message. Down here in handle message, we don't need that. We basically switch on the message type, right? So in our case, we want to go look at what's going on in process metric upload. So here we fork a concurrent green thread or a fiber, and we go in here, and we're looking at this, and we get our blob storage, our Excel client, our Drizzle client, and we start parsing. So possibly our partition rows has a bug that we're not grabbing the actual, ooh, we have a bug in here. Stringer undefined is not assignable to type number. I don't even know. Which one of these is upset? Type of property year. Okay, that's right. Year is stringer undefined. Get row cell. Get row type. So we have a bug in this. We need to make sure we're always padding the year, because if you look at our data right now, our year in certain rows is just 2, and we need to pad it. We can do something just easy that will work, right? Let's just say in fact, let's just write a function to do this. All right, everyone see what we did there? Let me catch up on chat there because I just like went in a zone fixing that bug. Insufferable in 3 to 4 weeks. Who said we needed to wait? Oof. Fair. Fair. By the way, there's testing in Feb. Oh, let's go. You ever accidentally shown a password that key press overlay? No, it's OS X is really good about
Functions
like if I go into a
describe
password input,
the world.
it stops sending. There's like OS X native things that if it's in a password field, it won't allow other software to pick up keystrokes. And then I also use, I mean, I've definitely leaked environment variables, especially before I was using like blur and cloak.mvim. No, we hear them. Can I pet that dog? But how do you schedule it? I would just schedule it with crons. Like you could do it like how Vercel does crons, where you just have like a serverless function and the cron hits a REST endpoint that triggers the function. Like that's a really easy way to do crons that you don't need a long running server for. Or you just set up cron, like Unix cron. Does anyone know of a good tool to search a TypeScript code base for strings? Yeah, grep. Or if you need something better, AST grep is really good, which I actually just tweeted about this morning. AST grep is amazing. And in fact, at Vercel, we replaced a bunch of like really expensive and slow ESLint rules with AST grep. In fact, let me just go to, well, I'll link this tweet. There's that AST grep. Let's just go to the website. AST grep is amazing, and it's very easy to use. Yeah, I would look at using AST grep. You could also like run tree sitter over your code base and then get like a huge, basically a tree sitter AST tree per file and use tree sitters query language and stuff to do it. That's not a bad approach. In fact, I think like V0 is actually using tree sitter for some stuff under the covers. Another app that is amazing that I've been using a lot recently, especially for finding examples of code, is grep.app. This thing is amazing. I want like import stream. Look how fast this is from effect. Boom. I can find some examples of how stream's being used. If I want to look at, let's just like look for code that's using effect.partition. Sweet. I can find partition examples.
A partition refers to a division.
Shut up, Siri.
Separation.
It's really good. I use it a lot. It's a support person who just knows where everything is. Yeah, V0 is actually just Anders behind the scene answering every question. That's why I yell at it all the time, because I know my criticism's going directly to Anders. Okay, so what we did here was yesterday we updated, or maybe not yesterday, earlier this week we updated the database column for year to be numeric rather than a string, which that caused type errors over in our Excel parser. And so what I just did is I went and looked at this function that's parsing the rows that have the year in it, and different rows may or may not have year in it. So rather than like on each of these lines, like just manually calling format year, I waited until we returned it, right? So we get a row, and this row is like this union object, and it sometimes has it on it. So I just mutate the row, and I reassign year, and I call format as year, passing that, and it just works. Let's call this performance and it's metrics dot get row. So now we need to figure out why the goal row isn't working. We must not be getting how's this looking in the spans here? Do I add cell.value? Okay. Let's annotate. Oh, we are annotating that. Okay, since we're annotating that as cell.value, and we're not seeing that at all, right? I'm not crazy. We have no goal rows. Yeah, we're just never seeing the goal row. Why? Starts at B10. I wonder if we're starting too early and we're cutting that column. I bet that's what we're doing. I bet we have an off by one error. This smells like an off by one error. Because in some instances, it's, here, like this would be a better function name. If truthy. There. This smells like an off by one error. And not a parsing error. Get rows. We start at 1. We partition the rows. We start at 4. Is that 0? So that's technically the 5th row. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't seem right. Oh, no, that's the date range row. We slice starting at 10. Is the start inclusive? The beginning index. Okay, that is index. And that's 0 indexed, right? Yeah, slice begins at 0. So if we look 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It looks like that should actually be picked up. Oh, that would be 11. Yeah, I fucked up. It's an off by 1 error. That should be 9. That's 9. Let's redeploy this quick. Fly deploy. Sorry, James, I missed your message. All right, so we're redeployed. Let's go see if we can get this working now. So we should be able to test this quickly by going to our good friend Ryan Winchester's dashboard. Friend's a strong word. Our longtime viewer, Ryan Winchester.
I'm officially your assistant
Why?
for the one conference.
Is that Marilla?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny.
I hope my answer was okay. Just because things have been tight lately.
Yeah.
Like from conferences and stuff. And I want to steal it.
Okay. All right, so we can test this by going here and uploading to this form. Can you close that door, Justine, please?
I'm coming right back.
Oh. And if we go to
Take a sip.
Okay.
It's from my coffee maker. Take a sip.
Good.
Actually?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you like, ugh?
No, that's good.
Yes.
Is that coffee or is that espresso?
Coffee.
It's good. All right,
It was
let's
so
upload
easy.
this.
All I did was press a button.
So that's uploading, and we should be able to see the traces coming in up here. And let's go look at, why can't I change this? I just want to look at the last 5 minutes. Handle process metric upload. There we go. Let's look at the trace. And if we look at, where's that get row type at? Type. The hell? Is that just get row type? We should see this a couple times. I guess we could just look at the database too, right? It should actually be the first one because it's the first. Can I not grab? Oh my god, I can't grab that scroll bar. That's infuriating. No, my fiance works she works at a tech company but is in finance. This should be goal. There it is. Let's go, chat. Nice. Okay. Excellent. So if we look at our database, we should now have a goals column. Goal. Very nice. And our years should also be better. Yep, look at that. Our years are now formatted correctly. Nice, chat. We'll filter this down to just this report, which is this one, which is the one we just processed. And make sure our years look good there. Years look good there. That function worked. We got our goal column now. Boom. We have the full report. Let's frickin' go. Is there any, I will never veto a requested song, but I might skip it if it's like not what I'm feeling at the time, but I try not to. No, his programmer is a wife. All right. Well, we fixed that bug. I love tracing. Tracing is the greatest thing of all time. Like, I don't know how people function without tracing. Like, I can just go look and see all my stuff that's working. My blob storage download. I can get my freaking file path. This one is concerning. This takes a lot of time to send an email with resend. Half a second feels like a lot. All right. So we fixed that bug, which is good. Let's continue iterating on this.
It's the gospel of the camel. I speak the gospel of the dunes.
Let's iterate on
The sand is in my
icon
veins.
grid.
Come ride a camel with me today.
Let's move let's simplify the data, emphasize the important bits, de-emphasize the less important parts, and use less grid items, i.e. combine current grid items where it makes sense. Thank you, Federico. Good luck with your fundraising, dude. I know how that goes. I've played that game. I know it's a lot of work and stressful getting a good term sheet. So, good luck, buddy. I love Resend as a platform is really good. In fact, they've got a lot of good UX around their domain management, and we've been talking with their CEO a bit. I have a lot of respect for Resend. It is actually one of my favorite SaaS products. Careless Whisper, let's go. It's good, but not the fastest, yeah. Well, it's better than knock. I'll say that. I hate knock. We use knock, Anders. That's how we send emails. That's our email platform. Oh. While this is loading, I'm going to go ahead and clean up some spans, because I know all of my spans are not named as good as they should be right now. And rather than remaking this function right now, I'm going to take this no, it's fine. Job queue handle message, that actually looks good. But I want to take this, and we're going to go here, and we're going to give this some attributes. And this is going to have attributes on it now that will have the job ID. And then we'll say message will be flatten message. In fact, we can just, instead of doing that, we can just put message there. Dude, how did you break this, brother? Brother, Brother, Yeah, I feel lag on my own system. After this stream, we're gonna do a hard reboot on the PC because I've been feeling lag like this entire stream. Like even typing in NeoVim, I can feel lag. Oh, that returns nothing. So it would be on here. Dude, what is happening? Where is this error at? How did you break this? V0? Where did it do this at? Oh, we already have a span here. Job queue dot job, and we'll do this will have attributes, and this will get. Do I have the job ID in scope here? Yeah, I do. Job ID. Okay, that looks good. We should probably go do this for the janitor too. We have this other janitor process that cleans up jobs that have either failed or are stuck, which doesn't happen too often, fortunately. Oh, this pipe's at the wrong spot. We want that on. Hold on, where do we want this? What effect is this running? Effect.gen.pipe. Ah. It's really that we want this to be here. And we can get rid of the pipe. Yeah, there we go. Now we have janitor.job, and this will be job ID. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Where is this happening? Visa really botched itself. Let's go back up to here. And let's keep cleaning up our spans. Like, this is a great way to do a job, right? Like, I already have a long running server, so I basically just made this free little cron job that runs every 5 minutes just by making this little schedule.space 5 minutes, and down here in this fork scoped, we say repeat, and we say every 5 minutes. All right, P0 is starting to get its act together again. This should really be, rather than for each, do we discard? I think we should actually look at what that, what does this return? Is there anything in the error channel? There is stuff in the error channel. Or really, we want to see what this returns. We want to discard everything in a fiber. A fiber's error channel is which? You get the E effect. Void E. Yeah, okay, so we are properly discarding our errors and handling them. Okay, good. That means that if one of these effect fails, it's not gonna murder everything else. Maybe it doesn't. But really this should really never fail here. Whatever, I think it's resilient enough for now. Um, let's only keep and iterate on the I key. Use a more subtle outline. Use the Atlantis color for accenting the important visual information, and use muted color for less important data.
Functions describe the world.
All right, so our janitor process is looking decent. And we could probably go to our in here. This could probably use some love on, yeah, this could definitely, you can just take that and do attributes. job ID. Do that. Let's combine these into one grid item. Actually, let's not do that. Let's combine related grid items into, there, let's do it that way. We're doing that. Have an AI work for us while we work on getting our logging better. Gonna come in here, attributes, and it's gonna have metric report ID and status. Report.status. Metric. Report ID. So we report status. Really, I want to make this job.id. Job ID. We should go back and do that. Just to be consistent here. We'll finish the Postgres module. All right, income metrics, income per fact finder, premium house, client metrics. And how does that compare to what we're looking at over here? We're saying income per fact finder. We have a target. Yeah, premium. Where did it get conversion metrics from? Paid to submitted premium. One, let's call this card important data points. 2, let's prefer vertical stacking of grid items of the Oh, I will need to do that. We will need to tap. Yeah, that's okay. You're way too much. I don't like having the progress bar split information. It ends up looking like a horizontal roll. Let's constrain the width of the progress bar. And put it under the metric and above the target. 2, on the client metrics, I don't like premium per life at the bottom. All right. Cleaning up our handling over here. That looks good. Go clean up the janitor. I don't know if we did that. Yeah, let's fix that right there. That'd be job.id. That looks good. Now I might as well just go file by file and clean up our spans here. In fact, we can get rid of that and just put that down here. That was a double span, right? Bucket ID path, yeah. So if we come down here, yeah, blob storage, and then we'll add attributes here. Attributes, and this will have blob dot bucket ID and path. bucket ID and path, bucket ID and path, bucket the ID. And that'll be bucket ID. And then we'll have blob dot path. Okay. What else can we do in here? We really don't need those because we're already annotating. And this should really be flattened. Music sounds oddly normal at this stage of the day. It does, doesn't it? One in income metrics, move premium. No, I meant horizontally align them. Because I'm not European, Anders, duh. Maybe someday I'll be an honorary European. All right, so this looks good. All right, email client. All right, now we're getting places. Put income metrics and client metrics side by side horizontally, e.g. 2x2 grid, and call span conversion metrics to be 2 wide. This is kind of nice because I'm like multitasking right now. Like this is the most like effective I've kind of felt using AI for a while. Locked in. Oh, we have an annotate with error function? Ooh, why am I not using that everywhere? optimize the make better use of the white space in this card and income metrics. Ah! I like this annotate with error. This is a nice little helper. I didn't know I had. All right, we'll come back to, I guess I can keep going because it's not really. Watch this. We're gonna make, the fuck is this? We're gonna come here and we're gonna do comma, but always apply the colors using Tailwind classes via hex codes and not the styles / color or style overrides from the Tailwind config. Let's optimize this design and make it more visually appealing and convey the data better. I don't know. Good luck. I do need to install CleanShot. It's been like on my, I'll just do that today, in fact. I have a license from work for it. I just haven't done it. So here, we can grab this, we can put attributes, and we can do something like flatten. And this will take a email, which will have an object under it. And what do we have access to on this payload? Recipient first name. I'm just gonna copy this so I can see it. This will be email, and then this will have recipient name, what was it? Was it message dot payload dot recipient first name space payload recipient payload dot recipient use our color scheme but apply it via Tailwind hex code classes. Oh, we have sender full name. I'm so dumb. Or we have... Oh, maybe we don't? What's on this payload again? Recipient free name, sender full name. In fact, we can just do... I just don't want to add the tag. The tag feels silly to put on there. Sender name. Body payload dot email. Verification. All right, chat. It is that time. So we got to wrap up here. I'm going to do maybe a little bit more here, just for do one more V0 generation, and then we'll wrap up. I don't love how the target is displayed side by side in the cards. The cards come up with a different way of visualizing it. All right, that's good there. We should still isn't looking. All right, chat. I gotta wrap up and get to the day job and go help our buddy Anders because he's just really struggling today. I just lost this. Let's find somebody to raid. We're going to raid. Sure, pal. I'm not your buddy, pal.
Describe the world.
Comparing Zig and Go. That sounds like what I want to watch. All right, y'all. We'll catch you on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. As always, appreciate y'all. Have a lovely weekend.